Hi guys, it's Amy and you have found Amy Loves Crochet. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you clicking on my video. I wanted to share with you today a couple of things that I made from Miss Marley Bird. I am a fan of hers, big time. I want to be Marley Bird when I grow up. But she was working with some red heart yarn. And you know, a lot of times some of the people that we might see a tutorial from are using a yarn that we don't have, a fancy type of yarn that we don't have or something. And so sometimes I think, you know what, I really appreciate those that just are using a red heart, something that any of us can find. You know, maybe it is discontinued, but if you go to yarn substitute or yarnsub.com or something like that, yarn sub, you can find different substitutions for yarn that you have. You know, if you see a pattern that's using a specific yarn, you can type that yarn in and see if there's something else that's like that that you have that, you know, gives you a little bit more confidence to go ahead with a project. But what I was working with today is my Red Heart with Love stripes, and this colorway is called Baroque Stripe. Baroque Stripe, and it's this really great purple and blues and light blues, and there's some gray in there as well. I like this yarn. It's a very thick 4. I would almost consider it a skinny 5, but it is recommended to use a 6.5 millimeter hook. So they recognize that it's a big fat 4. And it's a 5-ounce skein with 223 yards in it. So nice little standard. So yeah, I was working on some Marley Bird, like I say. And so this one, the first one that I did, she calls it the Soft Essentials cowl. And I liked it because it is very simplistic. It's not the same all the way around, so it gives you some variation, but it was still easy enough to do. So you can see there's some front posts here and then some shells, kind of. You do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. So the color was kind of striping very nicely, as the name suggests, and I thought this was great. It started, she starts it, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, with a foundation double crochet. So if you didn't want to do a foundation double crochet, you can just do a chain for that number and then do double crochets. And so it's a multiple of 14, and we did 6 multiples. So you leave a long tail so that you connect the bottom. When you go around, you're going to have a foundation double crochet. You're already going to be tall, and then you're going to slip stitch up here, and the bottom's going to not connect yet. So if you leave a long starting tail, then you'll be able to sew that together and you're good to go. But yeah, I thought this was a really cute little pattern. Less than 1 skein. I had this much left. I'll weigh it and put it in here on the screen here. But cute, you know, just a nice little, whatever size you wanted to go. You can do, you know, more repeats if you want, more multiples of 14. But just something real nice. Cute, simple. I'm kind of searching for more kerchiefy or shawl or, you know, neck type coverings. I know it's like totally hot still. We're in the middle of June here, but it never hurts to kind of get yourself prepared for the cold weather. Because if you wait until it's cold to start crocheting, then you're missing out, right? So anyway, so here was the first one I did. And then I wanted to do a second one as well. That ate up a little bit more yarn. I've only got a little bit of that skein. But this one, she does this one in stripes, and you know, 2 different yarns, but I decided to just do the same yarn since it's a color changing yarn anyway. And this one is called the City Chic Crochet Bandana Cowl. Say that 5 times fast. But I think it's just this great little, you just put it, ta-da, and here's your little bandana looking thing. Now, I did not do as many repeats as she did. She says to do 16, you repeat rows 1 and 2 16 times more. And I think I only did about 11, if I'm not mistaken. But I thought that would be the right size for me, so that's what I went with. You know, it's not, I didn't do any color controlling, so you can see that some places in the middle of it, it's in the middle of a row, it's going to change color on you. But I don't care. I really liked it. I thought that was super cute. So you can either use a variegated striping yarn like this, or specifically put in the stripes. I'm going to show you the black and white photo because I'm a dork. The I got to get some color in my printer. Anyway, so you can either do it as a nice little stripey, you know, specific stripes like she does, or use a variegated or a self-striping or whatever like this one. And I thought that worked out really cute. I really like this one. I think I'm going to make some more of these. It's a very, very easy stitch as well. So I'll link those down below. All right, guys, that's my 2 Marley Bird scarf or bandana or kerchiefy pieces with some red heart with love. I really do like this yarn. It's if you can find any, I don't know if this is older stuff because, like, was I getting it on a clearance because I don't see it as much available anymore, or maybe it's just not in these colors. So maybe you've got some, and that's kind of like what I like to share with you is what yarn I used and what patterns, so that if you've got that yarn, or if you've used that pattern, you know, you can mix and match your yarn and patterns and see what I've done, and maybe you can do it too. I mean, I know you can do it too. It's, you know, so I really liked this one. I think I'm going to have to make some more of these. This was a cute little pattern. And it worked up really quickly. You know, if you, like I say, I kind of work on a lot of blankets or long-term patterns, that projects that take me a while to get to completion. So once in a while, if you can just throw a kerchief or a scarf or a bandana or something together real quick, you've got that fulfillment that something's been satisfied, or, you know, that you've completed something and you can see your finished work. So we're such a people of immediate gratification human beings, aren't we? So alrighty, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. It's kind of a short one today, but that's what I've got for you with my red heart with love with stripes, with love stripes. All right, guys, thanks for sitting with me. Have a wonderfully blessed day, and please do come back and see me again. Thank you. Bye-bye.